Hi again, everybody. I'm Bill Phillips. This is the Bill's 9-minute fill-up, and I can't thank you enough for joining us. And if you can, at the end of it, hit the like button. Maybe hit the like button at the beginning of it. If you like it, hit the like button, subscribe button. That lets us know how we're doing. Lets us know if we're giving you the content you need. Of course, it's basically the content that just comes from between these ears. And I'm not sure that's, well, it can be magical sometimes, but other times it's kind of a mess in there. But that's how we sort it all out. We get together on the 9-minute fill up and sort it all out. But before I get started sorting it all out, the Pens are back. At least that's what a lot of people here at the station think. We're going to find out tonight. Pittsburgh Penguins, they have Sidney Crosby. He has had a sensational season. They have Evgeny Malkin. He is making a nice run late in the season, but he needed to play like that earlier in the year. Penguins wasted a lot of games that would have been put them into a playoff position by now, but it is what it is. They're in the final moments of the season. They have a few games left. They're in must-win situations. Tonight, the Detroit Red Wings, the team they're playing, the Red Wings, it's one of those games that they just have to win. If they don't win this one, it really could end the season for the Penguins. And until they're mathematically eliminated, we'll wait and see. But tonight is a big game, and we'll find out if the Pens are truly back. I know who's back in the headlines as they should be. It's probably too late. I don't know why this didn't happen before this, and maybe you'll agree with me, maybe you won't. But a group of women, American women, who rolled up their sleeves to help win World War II, were honored, and they very deeply deserved this honor. About 24 women who served as some of the so-called Rosies, Riveters during World War II were honored but with a Congressional Gold Medal yesterday in Washington, D.C. These heroic women immortalized in iconic images filled factory jobs left behind. When the men went over to fight in World War II, they needed people to run the factories, to make the bullets, make the tanks, anything you could think of. That's what the women did, and that's why they were called Rosie's Riveters. From battleships to bombers, they paved the way for generations of women to succeed in non-traditional jobs. And their motto was, "We can do it," and they sure did. And they helped the United States win World War II. So congratulations to the women that were there for the ceremony. Congratulations to the women who were a part of it and maybe couldn't make it to the ceremony. But congratulations to the Rosie's Riveters. And not only congratulations, but thank you for what you did during World War II for this country. So an interesting story. Saw that today, and you have to share that. Have to share this. It's April 11th. What does that mean to everybody? Well, I don't know what it means to you, but what it means to me is it's my brother's birthday. David, happy birthday. I hope you have a great birthday, and just wishing you nothing but the best. I get choked up on stuff. So anyways, I know I'm just wishing him happy birthday. I shouldn't get choked up, but just want to wish him nothing but the best on his birthday and a great year ahead. Love you. You're the best. Okay. Kind of a bunch of stuff came together yesterday that just has driven me to this point with one of our topics for today. So one of them, the first thing was driving across the Veterans Memorial Bridge from Ohio into West Virginia. Construction's crazy, traffic's crazy. And then I'm trying to loop around to get back to Follinsby after I get into the West Virginia side of my travels. And I turn around and I decide, okay, I'm going to get in line. So I'm in line, and then I'm going to move. I decide I'm not going to go through. I'm not going to go Route 2 to Follinsby. I'm going to literally go back across in Ohio, down to the Wellsburg Bridge, and be done with it because there was so much traffic. I thought, I don't want to sit here for an hour. So what happens is I'm driving up to go across the Veterans Memorial Bridge, and what do I see? A merge sign. We have a mile-long traffic line going into Route 2 or going on to Route 2, and there's nobody at the merge point. So that's the first part of it. So I'll tell you what I did. I got into the merge point, and I got in. Gave the wave. Thank you. Thank you for letting me in. But then later, last night, I'm watching this show called Hot Wings, a Hot Ones Challenge, where celebrities come in, they have hot wings, and it gets hotter and hotter to the point where it's 2 million Scoville, which is, I don't even know how you eat that. Some of the people I watched, we had Shaq was on. He wasn't going to make a face. Jason Sudeikis, he actually enjoyed it. He was about 9 wings in before he really started to notice anything. And then Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now, why do we bring up Stone Cold Steve Austin? Well, he's a tremendous entertainer, but also I found out watching the show that he was a driving instructor as a sophomore in college. So the question posed to him by the host of the show was, what's your biggest peeve about drivers? What do they do wrong? What's the thing that just gets you irritated beyond belief? His answer, blinkers. He said, use them. Make sure you use them. They're not there for decoration. Make sure you let us know where you're going so we don't run into the back end of you and we can figure out if you're coming towards us, if you're turning so I can pull out, not pull out. But that was one of his biggest pet peeves. So my question to you today is, what's your biggest pet peeve when it comes to driving? What do people do that just really irritates you when you're out on the road? So think about it, respond. One of my big things, merge points. Now, I wasn't big into the merge point thing. So I was in a car with a news photographer and we were going out. I believe it was the Stanley Cup final on Detroit, Penguins against Detroit back in the day. And he said, always go to the merge point. I don't know why people don't go to the merge point. It irritates me. Bill, remember, always go to the merge point, always go to the merge point. So I said, okay, we'll go to the merge point. So started doing that. So yesterday, and I know it irritates people that are in that long line, but you know what? Pay attention. If there's a merge point sign, I can go to the merge point. And then it's like this. Here are the cars. I go, you go. I go, you go. I go, you go. It goes much quicker than just doing this. Merge point. I go, you go. I go, you go. Or stand in line like this and just listen to the radio. And then when someone goes by you and they go, oh, he's cheating. He's cheating. No, I'm not cheating. It's the rules of the road. So, anyways, that is my pet peeve. Merge points and blinkers. I agreed with Steve Austin. And then I don't know how you eat wings that hot. I can do it okay for a little bit, but then it becomes uncomfortable. And it's like, why do you want to do that to yourself? But it's an interesting show. Hot Ones Challenge. And you have an interview with some celebrities around. There's some funny stuff goes on. Now, we've got about a minute left in our 9-minute fill-up. And want to talk about two things. The Masters, 88th Masters today. Tiger Woods tees off at about 3:54. 2-hour delay, started at 10 a.m. Dustin Johnson, Colin Morikawa, I should say, and Tommy Fleetwood. They're the final group going off at 4:30. 2-hour delay because of weather. So we'll see how that goes. But then how about this? Caitlin Clark back in the news. Not Indiana. Well, there is Indiana involved in this. Caitlin Clark, Iowa superstar, all-time leading scorer. They're retiring her number at Iowa. Well-deserved. She took them to 2 Final Fours, broke all the scoring records, was sensational, lifted the ratings for everybody, and just was a great story to follow. And then, South Carolina, they lose in the final there. They lose in the final LSU last year, but now she's going to the WNBA. She's the presumed number 1 pick by the Indiana Fever. The Indiana Fever last year had 1 game on the national broadcast situations for the streaming and broadcast abilities for the league. Just 1 game nationally. That was it. Indiana Fever, just 1 game. They play 40 games in a season, in the regular season. Indiana Fever will be on nationally, either streaming or on broadcast, 36 times out of 40. Well, that's my timer that's telling me that I'm about out of time. Now, where's the arrow that lets me turn? Oh, there it is. We're going in overtime, everybody. It's the 9-minute fill-up, but you're getting free fill-up today. It's like watching overtime in sports. It's free. Free football, free baseball, extra innings, whatever. It's free. So anyways, just want to finish this point. So how about this? 1 game last year. How big a star is she? And she hasn't even played a game yet. And then she has to prove it when she's in the league. They will have 36 of their games of the 40. Now, watch out for the Indiana Fever. They're going to be super young, but if the office of the general manager, basketball operations, basketball president for the Indiana Fever and WNBA, if they're paying attention, all they need to do is get a couple veterans that are solid, and they should have one heck of a team. It's going to be a young team, But Aaliyah Boston, who was with South Carolina last year, was the number one pick, sensational player. She was last year's number one pick for the Indiana Fever. Now Caitlin Clark will be the number one pick. So you basically got your post player and your guard. Now just fill it in. And Indiana could have themselves a bit of a team to contend in the WNBA. But it's just interesting how things are just evolving for the WNBA because of a number of players like Aaliyah Boston. But then you throw Caitlin Clark on top of it right now, and college basketball, women's college basketball, WNBA, red hot right now in terms of the interest people have as they follow this sport. Well, that's all the time we have for overtime on the 9-minute Phill-Up. I still don't think I've actually gone 9 minutes yet. I think I've been, over the 9-minute mark a number of times. I like to talk. Hopefully you guys enjoy what I'm saying. Again, if you can, hit the like button or hit the subscribe button. We really appreciate it. And hopefully we'll see you again tomorrow. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.